Thanks to whoever changed
We're
the
live.
clock to the correct time.
Thanks for watching. We're live. We're live now.
Needed an engineer to do it. How many engineers does it take?
Were you close to your cost estimate?
We're live.
Wow.
8 seconds. This is the Hiawatha City Council meeting for December 3rd, 2025. We'll call the meeting to order at 5:30. Everybody please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel. Jeff Cater.
Here.
Ben Fidler.
Here.
Rob Archibald.
Here.
CJ Flynn.
Here.
Number 4, approval of the agenda. In a motion to approve in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approval of the agenda is passed. Number 5, approval of the consent agenda. In a motion and a second.
So moved.
Oh, second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Consent agenda is approved. Number 6, citizens input. Is there anyone here today that would like to speak on something that is not on the agenda? Anybody on the phone?
Nope.
All right. Moving on, number 7, report from council members, city manager.
I'd just like to make a comment on the Christmas decorations, holiday decorations that are going up around town. It's a good time of year. I really like the roundabouts being kind of decorated. That's really neat. So appreciate that. And then the snowflakes, and then excited to see the tree that's up there. I was driving down Edgewood Road yesterday wondering why all the city employees were gathered around. I thought there was a major water main break. I found out it was the Christmas tree. So good to see that going to go up. So
Yep, and the lighting tomorrow at 5:30.
reindeer run on Saturday.
I like the videos that went into, I know you did one of them, but also Matt's video about the tree lighting, that just kind of gets you in spirit. They were really well done.
I just want to say thanks to city staff for the work they did with the snow. I mean, the roads were cleared quickly and safely and really travelable a lot faster than I would have expected, I guess, given the circumstances. So appreciate that.
Had an opportunity to do a ride along with them as they did that.
Oh, nice.
And they told me that they were going to start working at 4 a.m. And so I got there at 4:01 to allow them time to get settled in. And it turns out they actually get there at 3:15. And they were like, they're so eager to get going, get everything done. So it was really cool to see all the work they put into it.
Yeah, I heard a lot of compliments from our constituents and residents and business people that how well Hiawatha cleared the roadways compared to neighboring cities. Anything else? Anybody?
I just have one item. If anybody knows somebody that would be a good candidate for the Parks and Recreation Commission, we've got a couple of vacancies and a term ending in December of this year, the end of the month. So the commission is looking to add members. If you know anybody, either reach out to the park director, Matt August, or myself. Talk to your friends, talk to your neighbors. Requirements are that it's a Hiawatha resident, and they are 2-year terms.
All right, moving on. Number 8, presentation from the Cedar Rapids Transit, Sergio Hill, transit manager.
Hopefully no technical difficulties, but it sounds like John might be up for it. Actually, spoken to John a couple times. I think it's our first time actually seeing face to face with different projects and everything, so nice to finally see you in person. Okay. All right. Are you good? Perfect. All right, so my name is, first of all, thanks for having me out. Cindy, thanks for reaching out. We agree that it's long overdue for us to show face and touch base with you guys. You invest in transportation for Hiawatha, so I want to just give you an updated transit overview and anything related to any changes. So happy to be here. My predecessor, Brad Durrell, retired back in March. And I had the opportunity to take on this position. I am a resident of Cedar Rapids. I am not new to transit. I've actually been with the department in the city for 10 years. I got my start as a bus driver, worked my way up to supervisor, then senior supervisor, and the opportunity presented itself, and here I am before you today. So I think it's important to mention that first, because I think that shows my investment, not only in Cedar Rapids, but our partnerships with our neighboring cities. So I'm not just up here to do a quick presentation. I'm invested in making sure this partnership continues to be what it's supposed to be. So thank you for having me. Okay. So who are we? Yeah, we're transit. What does that really mean behind the scenes? And I promise I won't be too long, but I just want you to know those things. So we're Division of Community Development. That means that we have 12 fixed routes. Route 30, the Hiawatha route, is one of those 12. We are required to have 88 paratransit service, so Hiawatha also shares in that. We also have, we contract out after-hours demand response service through Horizons, and that is also accessed by the citizens of Hiawatha also. We also have additional partnerships, CR Schools, Kirkwood, Cole College, talk more about that later. In FY25, we carried 1.25 million passengers or annual rides. I'll get to what Hiawatha looks like. So why does transit matter to our community? So I want to put the emphasis on our. Yes, Cedar Rapids runs a service, but we are take value in having a connection with not only Hiawatha, but also Marion, right? So simply put, it connects people to work, school, healthcare, shopping. My family doesn't just do things in Cedar Rapids. You're talking about the lights. It's things like that that is very important. So we're all one region, and I think it's very important that we have those connections. So it also supports economic development by increasing workforce mobility, and also, more importantly, it enhances equity for our seniors, people with disabilities, low income or zero vehicle households. I like having my car, but the truth is that some people either really need transit or some people prefer having transit being available. Some of our most recent milestones and successes are we had a 14.3% increase in ridership in FY24 in this overall system, and a 12.1% increase in FY25. It's important for funding, all right? So that's why I throw it out there. Hiawatha specifically had a 6% ridership increase in FY25, so we're sitting at about 38.7, and that increased to about 41,000. We think this is directly attributed to our sponsored and free fare programs. Okay, those I mentioned: Kirkwood, CR, the school district, Cole College, but this also includes our free fare program for seniors, people with disabilities, low income, Medicaid. That accounts for 80% of our ridership. So 80% is a lot. I would say that most of our riders ride through a free or sponsored fare program. So Iowa City is completely free fare. We say that we are responsibly serving all of our people who need the assistance. So it's not completely free, but we feel like we are serving those people who are at their disadvantage. Okay. So transit role, what I like to call this slide is transit role in economic development and community vitality. Kind of mentioned this a little bit already, but we're here to reduce transportation barriers for not only employees, job seekers, residents, right? We connect our different commercial areas, employment centers, schools, recreation destinations, support local businesses, right? By increasing access. Hey, I want Cedar Rapids, if I have a business in Hiawatha, I want some of those guys to come up here. And obviously, it's vice versa, right? We think it helps to attract and maintain residents by expanding mobility and independence. And then an example, this is, like I said, our partnerships with Hiawatha and Marion. To me, this ensures equal access. We're small enough to where, yes, we're all separate and we all have some unique things, right? But as a region and thinking about transit for the future, I am always thinking about this whole region, not just Cedar Rapids. So I want to be very clear on that. I was going to over-explain the 28E agreement, and then I saw an example of that on there. I try not to assume that everybody knows what that is. So one of the changes for this year that we're asking to do in maintaining our partnership with Hiawatha is actually have a written agreement in place, okay? And that's by way of 28E agreement, which simply allows public entities to formally work together to provide a service. It looks like you guys are familiar with that concept already, so I won't harp on that. For me, this just simply provides that formal framework that defines what we're already doing and what we've been doing. So all it is putting that formal agreement in place. That's really what we're talking about here. So again, this is just informational for today. No action requested. Any agreement will be anticipated prior to the start of FY27 and then each year thereafter. So that will be provided well ahead of time, just like every year Cedar Rapids works through its budget process. We start that in September and works through October, November. Again, we're usually reaching out to you guys with what any new costs might be, if there's any changes. At the time you get the current 28E agreement, which there's no changes, there's none really to be expected as far as changes in that regard. So with that 28E agreement, service levels will remain unchanged. This includes the Route 30, things you currently have now. So the fixed route, Monday through Saturday, the 88 paratransit service we were talking about earlier, the Horizons service that we contract for after hours. As in regard to cost, in the latest allocation model, we are seeing about a 4.91 increase for FY27. That amounts to $159,387. And again, this annual cost is calculated using our allocation model, which is also provided. So whatever information we have or what we're charging, that information is provided too. So we want to be very transparent that you guys believe in fiscal responsibility, and so we do too. So this is just, that's probably going to look pretty poorly with the smaller screen there, but one thing I was going to mention before I know you're going to be here, John, is that one of the things I'm most proud of considering with these partnerships is that whether you guys know it or not, there are additional communications conversations happening. So John knows a big project is coming up, says, hey, from a transit standpoint, we want to run this by you because we're the experts at moving people, right? Perfect example is sorry, I'm getting out by CCB, main road there.
Tower Terrace.
Tower Terrace project's coming up. I think you guys would like to know that recommendations based on what we see for passenger ridership in a particular area. I don't want to invest in, all these different things, these amenities, if it's not a higher ridership stop. So I think that's where our long-standing relationship really matters, is those conversations happening and making sure we're providing you the relevant information so you can make the most informed decision for what you want your service to look like or change to. So I'm very proud of those relationships thus far. And again, I am an open book. If you're curious, want to know anything, definitely reach out. I don't want to keep this too long-winded, so that pretty much concludes the presentation. And Anybody have any questions or any clarifications? I am ready to answer some questions.
I appreciate your focus on us as a region, because I think I also believe that we have to kind of work together to meet all of our needs, and transit is one of those things, because, you know, we're pushing for new housing in town, and there's not a lot of jobs, so if we want people to come live here, we have to have transit to get them to where they go. So appreciate your focus on that as a region.
Thank you very much.
Has that route been pretty static for a while, as far as, you know,
Ridership?
well, no, I'm just talking about the route that you go.
Route 30's been pretty solid.
Yeah, that's
It has. The only thing changes a little bit is around the Linda Mall area. They tend to like to see certain things or not see certain things. So, but for a route as a majority, it has been pretty static. Yes.
I just figured people probably rely on knowing, you know,
Yes.
where the route is and being
Yeah.
predictable.
The biggest thing to consider, even when you're thinking about any changes, is where's the ridership currently, and then what do we anticipate? You don't want to remove a higher ridership area for something that sounds exciting, but it's lower ridership. But that's the kind of things you can rely on me to inform you about if you're ever considering any kind of changes. I'll definitely provide that information.
Yeah, I'm going to echo what Rob said, because, you know, Hiawatha, Marion, and Cedar Rapids were part of the collaborative growth initiative. So we think of ourselves as a region and not just individual cities. And I was impressed with you.
Appreciate it.
And I don't know about you guys, but every time I go by a bus stop, there's either somebody there or somebody just got picked up. And I got one really close to where I live, and there's always people there, it seems like, so.
It's great to hear.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right. Anybody else? Thank you, Sergio.
I'm gonna go get my son to basketball practice.
There you go.
Absolutely.
All right.
One last thing.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to congratulate you on your progression from bus driver up to transit manager. I think that's really neat. And that probably gives you a big advantage, because you understand what actually happens as a bus driver on the route. So that's awesome.
Yeah, for
Just wanted
sure.
to call that out.
And to come alongside somebody who's Brad Grau, who's here for 30 years, I learned a lot from him, and so I actually got to do the job, be involved in every facet. Like I said, be a supervisor, interface with customers. So I not only have a great appreciation for the different aspects of the job, whether it be the planning. What's a customer feel when they use a bus stop, right? To what is the driver going through when they're driving the bus? You know, what's it like for me when I'm dealing with grants at FTA for the try and review? So I love my job, and I just have a great appreciation for taking that path and being involved in every facet.
Yeah, that passion definitely resonates.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So one last question. Did
Yes,
you,
sir. This is a big, yeah, we're going in 3 different routes,
Okay.
one from there and one from Hiawatha. But they were 5 north, 5 south, and 5B. How we came up with 20 and 30, I could not answer the question, but now you have me to do it. Thank you.
all right, thank you.
Appreciate everybody.
All right, number 9, ordinance amending chapter 63, speed regulations, section 63.05, special speed zones, 3, special 35-mile-per-hour speed zones. A, consider second reading. In a motion to approve the second reading?
So moved.
Second.
All right, we got a first and a second. Roll call, please.
CJ Flynn.
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
B, consider waiving third reading. In a motion waiving the third reading?
So moved.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Third reading is waived. C, consider adoption. In a motion to adopt.
So moved.
Second.
Got a first and a second. Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Nay.
All right. Number 10, consider resolution approving final pay estimate number 1 for the 2025 sidewalk maintenance program. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All right. Roll call, please.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
CJ Flynn.
Aye.
Number 11, consider resolution acknowledging and placing on file the FY 2025 auditor's report. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
I think the things that are in the, overall, great report. The things that are in there seem to come up year after year, so hopefully we can come up with some ideas or ways to resolve that and not have those continue to linger. And I think the city staff has some ideas, so appreciate that.
Yeah, two minor things, so I agree. Roll call, please.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel.
Aye.
Number 12, consider resolution acknowledging and placing on file the FY 2025 CSLFRF examination report. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Jeff Cader.
Aye.
Number 13, consider resolution setting a public hearing date, December 17, 2025 at 5:30 PM for the capital improvement plan for FY 2026 to 2030. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Rob Archibald,
Aye.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler.
Aye.
Number 14, consider resolution approving a 28E agreement between the City of Hiawatha and the City of Cedar Rapids for Blair's Ferry Road traffic signal replacement at the intersections of Center Point Road and Northtown Place. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
The first and second, discussion?
I just wanted to clarify, so there's no like set timeline on when this is gonna happen, right? We just are approving it because it's gonna happen down the road, right? I mean.
Very soon.
Very soon, okay.
Do we have it next year in the budget for Blair's Ferry and Center Point Road, and then 27 or 28 on further south or west?
One is supposed to be in 2026. The first one that we had is 28E for, and the second one is for 10th Avenue. It's supposed to be in 27. They both may end up being the same year, depending on the ITC goals.
Yeah.
So this is not uncommon for us to do the 28E
Okay.
because they're actually starting the design now, and it's quite often like a 6-month lead time on the mast arms and the poles. So pretty much any kind of a time to work directly with the City of Cedar Rapids, we have a 28E.
All right, roll call, please.
CJ Flynn,
Aye.
Jill Weigel,
Aye.
Jeff Cader,
Aye.
Ben Fidler,
Aye.
Rob Archibald.
Aye.
Number 15, placement of items for next agenda or work session.
I just want to make a comment about going back up to item 9 that I didn't discuss anything, but just, I think that is a good change because it makes the speed consistent, 1, and then 2, we're trying to create a walkable community, and we have a road there where the sidewalk ends at CCB, and we have the nature trail down the road, but yet that's still a 45-mile-an-hour road. So I think that pushes us towards that, like walkability. Still no sidewalk, but the speeds are reduced a little, and just wanted to get that out. So that's it.
Well, and as the person that voted no, I did do a lot of research on it, and from what I found is it increases the odds of accidents, which is my reasoning for the no.
Slower.
Yeah, because it doesn't actually, studies have shown that changing the speed limit sign will not actually change the speed of traffic, but it does increase the variance, which increases the risk of an accident.
My only hesitation at all wasn't the change, and I voted yes, obviously, it wasn't the change from 45 to 35. It was, because I think ultimately that needs to be done. My only hesitancy was, does that need to be done now before the things are there? And I guess my thought was to defer to the chief of police regarding what his recommendations were. But I also was a little hesitant, not for the reasons that you were, but it's like, do we really need to anticipatorily change a speed limit when there really is very little that's out there? But the safety issue with the fire trucks and the recommendation, I guess, is what moved me the most. And I think it's going to need to be done at some point regardless, so.
Makes sense. So I just want to get that out there. Thank you.
Well, that was a good chance to really comment.
And then I found my notes on item 10 about the sidewalk maintenance program. The original estimate was $19,651, and the actual cost was $14,550. So $5,100 less because some of our residents decided to fix the sidewalk before the company got there to do it for them. So that's great foresight on our residents and stuff. And I commend them for that. Okay, again, anybody have anything for a work session or the agenda, for the next agenda? Hearing none. Number 16.
So moved.
Motion to adjourn.
Chair.
It's the, we
All right, we got a
determined at the
motion.
last meeting that it's actually the spot, not the person.
Right,
Second.
you got a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 5:56.
I just noticed that you moved.
Just-
Something
Thanks,
looked
everyone.
different, but I couldn't